Welcome to the Patriot Hour. I'm Michael, your host for 6/13/2018. We got some new Anon Q clearance, breadcrumbs, drops, updates that I haven't gone over. So we're going to get right into those. Lots of interesting things going on, folks. Lots of interesting things going on. So let's stay focused. Okay, the last one I went over was 1480 Ghost Con active. And I had a couple here I must have skipped. I had it too big. That's why I don't go typically above 175 on the view mode. So real quick, like 1473 and 1474, they are just tons of kind of like passwords, comms testing. I'm not sure, but so then we went over 1476, 1477, supposed missing D, 1477 at 1640 yesterday. I think I skipped that on accident. So, all right, so that leads us to 1481. Connected. This came at 2108. So 9:08 p.m. last night. Gives you an article here to Fox News and another one to Fox News. A couple different. Ronstein threatened to subpoena the GOP-led committee in chilling clash over records. And then Keshav Patel named to remember. This guy wrote the memo. So this first article, Nunez Gowdy accused DOJ of launching anonymous attacks on congressional investigator. So help the author. The press targeting a House Intelligence Committee GOP staffer who helped author the committee's well-publicized memo alleging surveillance abuse. So two senior House Republicans are accusing the Justice Department of being behind the anonymous attacks, right? And then we had this Ronstein threatened to subpoena GOP-led committee in chilling clash over records email show. Copy. Let me get this pulled up here real quick.
The number 2 official in the Justice Department is playing hardball with congressional Republicans who are investigating the Russia collusion probe. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge is in Washington tonight to tell us about it. Hello, Catherine.
Well, thank you, Chris. The emails reviewed by Fox News were sent to the House Office of General Counsel to document the January closed-door meeting that included Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, FBI Director Christopher Wray, their senior advisors, as well as the Republican House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes and his senior staff. The account claimed Rosenstein threatened to turn the tables on the committee regarding the Russia probe. Quote, the Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein criticized the committee for sending our requests in writing and was further critical of the committee's request to have DOJ FBI do the same when responding. Committee investigator Kash Patel wrote, going so far as to say that if the committee likes being litigators, then we, the Justice Department, too, are litigators, and we will subpoena your records and your emails, referring to the House committee and Congress overall. The emails reviewed by Fox News indicate a second committee staffer at the meeting backed up the account, writing, quote, "Let me just add that watching the Deputy Attorney General launch a sustained personal attack against a congressional staffer in retaliation for vigorous oversight was astonishing and disheartening. Also, having the nation's #1 for these matters law enforcement officer threaten to subpoena your calls and your emails was downright chilling." Both the FBI and Justice Department disputed the characterization. A Justice Department official told Fox News Rosenstein never threatened a criminal investigation, writing, "The Deputy Attorney General was making the point, after being threatened with contempt, that as an American citizen charged with the offense of contempt of Congress, he would have the right to defend himself, including requesting production of relevant emails and text messages, and calling them as witnesses to demonstrate that their allegations are false." The official went further, saying the Deputy Attorney General, quote, "will further request the House General Counsel conduct an internal investigation of these congressional staffers' conduct," adding Chairman Nunes did not complain after the meeting at a dinner with Rosenstein and a mutual friend. In a statement to Fox News, Nunes said they take staff concerns seriously and referred the matter to the Speaker's office. A source close to the Speaker said they have encouraged the committee to work through the Justice Department's Inspector General's office. The Justice Department official said no formal complaint has been filed at this time, Chris.
Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so there we hear it. All right, Kishap Patel. Now these folks are literally. I got another video I'll have to show, or after this video I'll make this one that I watched. It is unbelievable, but they this Rod Rosenstein, here you go, you got these people that were embedded into the Trump, the Steele, Christopher Steele, the dossier. They're requesting to see the records, everything on that, and then you have the DOJ defending that. No, we're not going to let you see that because it probably implicates them. And then you have him threatening these people of congressional oversight, basically. These people don't have anything to do with this. They're just requesting documents in the way that things played out, and they want to blanket it in national security. Slow play every piece of paper. They go through the first time months ago and give them everything that really doesn't say anything. And then the next little batch is a little bit more incriminating. And then now we got stuff coming out where they've gotten a batch of emails or text messaging from Rod Rosenstein, and they found more reasons why he should have recused himself, and he hasn't. It's like the whole thing with Sessions. If it's a true act between Trump and he's complaining about Sessions, it was probably put to a bunch of people, and if they didn't recuse themselves, they did the wrong thing. If they did, like Sessions did, because he had ties into the, possibly meetings with Russia, so therefore he recused himself, and everyone's like, oh, what a dumb move. And even Trump's saying it out loud. But what we know now that Sessions did secretly, or not really secretly, but it's just been not played out in the media, was, hire Huber to help Horowitz. And that gives him so much more power. We just read that in another video, an article, that the power of that, it gives, the IG extreme, the minute he finds little wrongdoings, and then they can get, actual court proceedings or things set up immediately, instead of having this whole special second counsel, which lots were pushing for because they knew it would take longer and be a more delayed process. And since they didn't get that, and what is happening, they just ignore. And that's all coming to a head tomorrow. Unbelievable, folks. So then we got 1482. Same two articles here, reposted for context. And Q puts, good interviews coming up on Ingram. Reread Rod Rosenstein, Freedom Caucus. And that's the one I'm referring to. I actually watched Ingram last night, and it really was a good episode. So 1483, we have an anonymous poster at 2203, 10:03 p.m. This last one was at 2108, so 9:08 p.m. We have an anonymous poster at 2203. Post this 8chan net Q search, just a reply to Q from last thread about Ingram interview. It was an awful interview. Once again, weak in ineffectual, limp-wristed promise to hold a vote. To hold Rosenstein in contempt. Who cares? Until Rosenstein is hauled off by the House Sergeant at Arms as granted per the Supreme Court, it means nothing. Anyone remembering Holder? Nothing happened to him. Nothing. This is just pisses me off to no end. Just close the fist and crush them already. What the hell is Trump waiting for? All right, there's a really direct answer. 2209, 10:09 p.m. Q responds to that with full weight of the House versus arm. Why are optics important? How does DC work? Why is Ryan still in office? Lame duck. Why is Ryan leaving office? Who controls Ryan? Altruist engaged. All right, so 1484. Is Ryan still there because he's going to support POTUS? That was at 2211, 10:11 p.m. And at 10:15 p.m., Q responds, who brings the votes? House floor? In parentheses, question mark. Who decides? Why is this important? What is coming? Full weight of the House. Some must remain clean, distance from what is about to happen. 1485, 2234, 10:34 p.m. Link to proofs. Q. 1486, an anonymous poster, qproofs.com. 2237, Q responds. 1486 in the series at 10:37 p.m. No proofs collection here. In parentheses, pinned, question mark. No links within each post. In parentheses, top. You will need soon. Q. All right, 1487. 2239. 1039, an anonymous poster on the 8chan put, Great Awakening. This board in the coming months will be spread and discussed across all platforms. Important to be prepared. Q puts at 2243. Last night, Q puts, thank new arrivals. Proofs are important. Thank you. Altruist and Anons. Q. That was 1487 in the series, folks. So we're moving over here to 1488. Q. If you confirm proofs, then those on Twitter, lurkers, and even those with little to no knowledge of the Great Awakening will pay attention more and add validity to proofs. The proofs and side-by-sides. I see that they're circulated. The most are the ones you have confirmed. 07. Thank you for your service to the Great Awakening. God bless you, POTUS, and the United States of America. Q puts Roger that. 2249. Responding. Roger that. 1488 in series, folks. If you confirm proofs, then those on Twitter, even though allowed to the Great Awakening, will pay attention. Great Awakening will pay attention more. Okay. So, I'm moving up here to 1489 in the series. That's 1,489 Q drops. It's quite a few of them, folks, since October 28th of 17. I think it was the first one, October 28th. Okay, so here we are, 1489. 2341. So this came in at 11:41 p.m., just before the midnight hour. Mainstream media attacks. Round 2 in the kill box. Mossad attempts failed. In brackets, all right. Round 2. Mossad attempts failed. Clown attempts failed. Expect bigger push. FBI, in parentheses, 4. open investigations. 8chan risk, in parentheses, DDoS, which is denial of service, but plus inject. Together you are stronger. Together you control narrative and response. People respond to logic, facts. People sleeping attached to opinion, personality, and groupthink. People respond to logic and facts. People sleeping attached to opinion, personality, and groupthink. Fear is real. Fear. Reread Twitter throttling and shadow ban. Coded. QAnon. Fear. Reread 4chan mods, remove, replace, controlled. Fear. Reread Reddit mods, remove, plus remove, and replace, controlled. Fear. MSN conspiracy push 1, controlled. Fear. Facebook remove, replace, controlled. Quiet attempts to shut down will become public and loud. Strength together, primary purpose. Do not be silent, majority. They are losing control. Power with the people. Great awakening, truth. Good versus evil. Where we go one, we go all. Trust yourself. Q. So those are pretty big words of motivation. And some facts as well. So people respond to logic and facts. I know I do. And the people sleeping love their opinions. I mean, you see a lot. You tell people facts like, well, what I think, and they want to just really, what they've come to the conclusions, and you just got to learn to listen and go with what makes sense, the logic. You can't have illogical conversations. It's a waste of time. Sometimes. I mean, if you're going over bunches of facts and things that you believe, yes, but to just All right, let's look at a few of these here. IG report, bring the pain. Earlier you mentioned event talk being attacked. Was this in regards to 11/11? Do not be silent, majority. Be vocal, spread awakening, make normies wake from personality slumber and MSN dreamland. FBI Clinton email probe coming. The U.S. Justice Department's Inspector General Michael Horowitz said in the letter that most of the process to sign off on the report and protect classified information it may contain is now complete, and we can anticipate the releasing report on June 14th, 2018. Tomorrow, please prepare accordingly. Next Trump rally in Minnesota, print up QAnon pub t-shirts on every network. Fear. Facebook remove / replace, controlled. Ugh, the next CEO could be worse than Zuck. All right. Not much more there. Let's look at a few Donald J. Trumpets. Let's look at some Donald J. Trump breadcrumbs, drops. All right, here we go. So I know I read that Robert De Zero one. I read a few of them. Let's do it here. So we this one is on from today at 4:10 a.m. early. You know this is Trump. We save a fortune by not doing war games. As long as we are negotiating in good faith, which both sides are. The U.S., together with Mexico and Canada, just got the World Cup. Congratulations, a great deal of hard work. Oil prices are too high. OPEC is at it again. Not good. So funny. This one is 6:30 a.m. today. So funny to watch the fake news, especially NBC and CNN. They're fighting hard to downplay the deal with North Korea. 500 days ago, they would have begged for this deal. Looked like war would break out. Our country's biggest enemy is fake news, so easily promulgated by fools. So that's exactly what I was thinking here, folks, the other day. It was like, remember the spin, he's going to create World War III, North Korea is pissing him off, and all this stuff they said led to the exact opposite really quickly. Like, here we are. I mean, again, we have to wait. We have to see. Nothing's been signed and inked and pinned yet. We would like to see Trump do something about, you know, it can't all happen in one quick deal like what just happened. First things first, the denuclearization of the whole peninsula, that area, will only lead to better and greater things. But we know about the humanitarian and crimes that he's committed supposedly in that country. Not supposedly, I mean, it's happening. Is it him? Is he in control? We do know it's happening. So what's going on with that? And people, you know, nothing's been signed yet, and they're already attacking on that forefront. So we need to pay attention closely, and that's all we can really do. But they are spinning it as much as they can. You know, any president could have done this, but none have. That's the fact. They just, I think the left, and I don't, like I said, I don't really align. I'm aligning, of course, with the Republican Party. They have more of my views. I align with the border, guns, not everything. So constitutionalists first and foremost, and I believe Trump is the same. He aligned a little bit more with the Republican Party. He had no chance in the Democratic, and but if you see some of the things he's even for or outside of the norm of what some traditional Republicans stand for. So that's all we can do, folks, is pay attention, keep watching the news as everything unfolds. Tomorrow, big day. Hopefully there's no more delays. There is a process to the IG. The people that are going to be implicated, the people that are going to be named, the things they have done, they had a right to look at before this gets released. So that's what happened. And typically the lawyers involved with Comey, Clinton, Rod Rosenstein, they are rebuting back. McCabe, all these people that are going to be named, they're rebuting back with lawyers, and they had a certain amount of time. So I think in this manner, they probably notified all of them at the exact same time. They all had a certain amount of days to push back and deem why this should be taken out, this should be changed. And then they had, you know, to get a response back and say either, yeah, we'll get rid of that, we'll change this a little bit, or no, this is how it stands because we believe, and this is what the evidence shows. You know, your email says that you're definitely trying to take down Trump and not let him win. And then that person can be like, well, I don't see it that way, and I meant that to be this, but it's clear, and they want it to be worded differently, but you kind of prove that it doesn't need to be, and this is the way it's going to come out. So some things will remain, some things might be blocked off a little bit or redacted, heavily redacted. That's what Q says. Expect heavy redactions and some things to be removed. So, all right, this is Mike. That was a Patriot Hour update video. Let's see if there's any more. Any more Q updates or anything before we log off. All right, nothing real new here. Again, we got Great Awakening, Truth, Good versus Evil. Do not be silent majority. Spread the word of the Great Awakening and all the truth. Lots of things going on, lots to pay attention to. It gets a little mind-boggling sometimes here, folks, but I think we should be all right. Again, I'm Mike. This was the Patriot Hour. If you're new, if you just stopped by for today, thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, drop us an email. Check the description box for links to the QAnon pub where we just were at, and you can get all the links to typically anything we go over in the description box below. All right, you guys are have a great afternoon. God bless, Godspeed, and have a great afternoon into your evening. And I will definitely be back here with some more update videos. I plan on putting out one of that Ingram, and it wasn't that good. There was some other ones I saw that were good. That one started off all right, but I don't like how it ended. And again, they're not really pushing anything on Rosenstein. They can do some other things, but they're not yet. So I don't know how much longer on that little area. I think other things are coming. So we'll just hold tight and wait for tomorrow on some of that. Hopefully we get some big answers, and it's one of them booms. All right. See you guys back here real soon. Next update video. Have a great afternoon.